If you travel about 2 miles out on Madison west of the Loop in Chicago, you'll come to the United Center, now in its 3rd year of operation, as the home stadium of the Chicago Bulls. Let's check the lineups for tonight's first meeting between the Knicks and the Bulls. Allen Houston and Chris Childs in the backcourt. Larry Johnson, Patrick Ewing, and Charles Oakley complete the starting 5. And for the Chicago Bulls, Randy Brown gets his first start of the season tonight, the Chicago native, as Tony Kukoc again becomes the 6th man. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Luke Longley back after a 7-week injury miss. Jason Cappy. We have been joined again tonight.
No, Phil Jackson has started early, and that's what he does. And I think now, I don't think he has a dislike for anyone, and I don't think Jeff dislikes Phil. I think Phil does it as strategy. He thinks it gets under their skin, and it does. It works, and if it works, you should do it.
Patrick Ewing and the Knicks have not won in Chicago their last 10 visits here, including the playoffs. The last time they were here was in May last season, in May 5th of '92. That's with Michael in the lineup. And just to complete the whole thought, the last time New York won here in Chicago was the last game in regular season played in the old Chicago Stadium just across the street on Madison. Ewing and Longley tip it off. Chris Childs has it for the New York Knicks.
And it's really important for the Knicks to a great start here. This is an important game for them. The other games are big, but this is the team they have to win, have to beat, and they understand that.
Oakley misses the first shot, but Ewing taps it back out to Chris Childs. Randy Brown starts in place of Tony Kukoc tonight. Baseline jumper, not there, but Oakley with the putback and misses his 2nd basket, but gets the follow and the 3rd and the first basket of the night.
And you look at the Knicks, they're 8th in the league in rebounding, but they're not doing so well on the offensive boards. And so that is a great sign to start this game out, that they got 2 quick offensive boards and baskets.
Randy Brown, Jason Cappy, who starts for Rodman. Here's Michael Jordan. Childs picks him up. Chris Childs, Michael Jordan. Ball is tipped, controlled at the buzzer. Shot clock violation.
That's why Chris Childs is on Michael Jordan. Chris Childs is on Michael Jordan because he has quickness. They understand that Michael's going to post, but when he's away from the bucket, Chris Childs can be the man because he does have quickness.
Now Randy Brown picks up Chris Childs again. Do you like this move, Doc, that Phil Jackson made with Randy Brown in the lineup?
Yeah, I do, because I think what Phil Jackson is trying to do is get Chris Childs back on Randy Brown and make Allen Houston guard Michael Jordan.
Patrick Ewing, that's his first bucket of the night.
And Patrick's the X factor for the Bulls.
Chicago, in losing to Houston on Sunday, shot less than 40%. Jordan gets his first of the night. Michael, 8 of 26 in that losing effort. There's the first turnover of the night. Here comes Childs at the other end. Jordan's back defensively. Terrific move by Chris Childs, up and under the basket. Will count.
Yeah, that was a really special move. Look at this right here. What Chris Childs does, he puts his body right into Michael Jordan, basically taking away his athletic ability to block the shot.
Now Jordan to the post up. This is where Van Gundy fears him most. And he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, but Jeff Van Gundy said something funny. He said, if we do turn the ball over.
An afternoon game at the Garden against Washington. They only turned it over 13 times. Now Jordan again.
Well, it's part of just being new. They're going to turn the ball over some more. They want to hope by playoffs they're not turning it over as much, because Chicago will seize on that.
6-4, Knicks lead. Larry Johnson gets the return pass, and Ewing slams it down with authority.
You know, one of the things Jeff Van Gundy said also earlier before this game tonight is he wants to attack the Bulls. He didn't want to use much of the clock.
He expects to be back Sunday at home against Miami. Here's Jordan posting up again.
That's the downfall of Chris Childs guarding Michael Jordan. Look at this. Michael Jordan is just bigger. He's stronger. He can jump higher. And on the post, Chris Childs needs help. But the Bulls don't like giving help, so he's probably going to be down there by himself most of the night.
9 minutes to go, opening quarter, and 8-6 New York lead. From the corner, Allen Houston.
Yeah, that's a nice sign.
New York 5 of its last 6. Here's Jordan in the post again. This time Longley gets the offensive board into the hands of Pippen. Scottie Pippen had an absolutely miserable night. Larry Johnson at the other end pumped one too many times, but gets it up.
Yeah, he was fortunate. He bobbled the ball, and that's why he didn't go up right away. And then he saw Scottie Pippen. One of the things the Knicks want to do in this game is get out on the break and score easy. Larry Johnson releases. Oakley, one of the better long court passers in the. Scottie Pippen makes a lot of people pump one or two more times than they should.
Scottie Pippen 2 of 14 from the field against Houston the other night, but he gets the 3 to end that drought. Now Pippen. Jordan off the dribble. Foul called underneath on the drive on Charles Oakley. Because of a hamstring, here's Jordan back at the line again. Almost every category they are reduced in his years in Charlotte. Ewing from the baseline gets another one.
He's the X factor. Patrick Ewing is the X factor. That's the one area that the Bulls don't match very well.
Ewing 3 of 3 from the field. Another Chicago turnover now. We mentioned that Oakley and Brown. Technical foul on Randy Brown. Well, he kind of asked for it.
Yeah, he did. I thought Oak was going to get it, and the little guy got it. Yeah, I hope that was an intentional foul for her.
Very positive sign. No turnovers for New York. Here's Johnson. Gets the finger roll up and in. And the lead is back to 6 at 17-11. Chicago 19-1 at home this year. Best home record of the league. Their only loss to Miami back in December. Jordan off the front iron. Brown saves it, gets it back to Pippen, who shoots for 3. I don't know that he planned it that way.
I think he did.
Do you?
I think he caught it. Yeah, I do. I don't say that very often.
Ewing into the hands of Childs. Nice pass down on the baseline, and the offensive foul called on Larry Johnson.
Tell you what, Ben Gundy's not very happy with that call. And you can see it coming. You can see the technical coming.
And Jordan will shoot the technical.
Yeah, the Knicks are trying to score quickly right here. I tell you what, Ben Gundy has a gripe. He did. He leveled them, but.
And Jordan gets the misfire in and out again. Offensive board to Pippen.
Yeah, that's exactly what Van Gundy does not want to happen, especially with Dennis Rodman out.
Ewing with a double team from Randy Brown. Kind of half-hearted double team. Off the dribble. Got another one.
One leg floater away from the basket, and you're 7 feet tall.
Largest lead has been 6. It was cut to 1 a moment ago. Nice pick by Oakley. Wow. Did he put a body on it? And then gets the return pass underneath.
Yeah, that was a great pick.
Oh.
And if I'm Michael Jordan, I'm yelling at Tony Kukoc. Yeah, that's exactly what he would like. He wants him to guard Jordan. Allen Houston we're talking about, so he can work and not be able to shoot those threes with wrestling on D.
Pippen, gorgeous.
The biggest change I've seen in this game. So
Knicks by 2. Johnson guarded by Pippen. Here's Oakley in the post. Kukoc has him. Knocks it away. Scottie Pippen goes by Larry Johnson. I mean, blew by Larry Johnson.
He went by him twice. He went by him on a crossover, and then he blew by him to the basket. That's a great move.
Chance for the Chicago Bulls to get their first lead of the night now. Ewing knocks it right back into the hands of Mr. Jordan.
Good defense, bad luck.
A 7-0 Chicago run, and the Bulls are up by 2.
Patrick Ewing deflects the ball. It goes back to that man wide open to the basket. You're not going to stop him.
Right in his hands. And as you looked at the replay, Randy Brown heads to the best to get a rest. Another turnover. That's 3 turnovers for New York in their last 5 possessions. Here's Jordan. Jordan and Pippen have scored all of the Chicago points.
I would say Jeff Van Gundy would not be upset over that.
Wallace in the low post. Houston goes by him, and the follow shot from Oakley is good.
Charles Oakley, elevate. He should have gave that ball up to Allen Houston a little bit earlier in that last play.
Jordan foul by Houston.
And that's why, because you know on the other end, they're going to go right to Michael Jordan. You want your two guard to compete against Michael. You should try to give him every scoring opportunity you can tonight.
Head to Sacramento. Then on Friday, these same New York Knicks are in Charlotte. And a week from tonight, Doc and I will be in Milwaukee as the Detroit Pistons.
Through run at the MVP this season.
Triple-double, and I mean, it was an authoritative triple-double.
Yeah, it was a loud one. It was a loud. I heard it in San Antonio.
Ewing, Patrick, off the front iron and then in the hands of Tony Kukoc. Here comes Pippen. He's had the hot hand in the first quarter. Oakley picks him up, kind of. There's Kukoc underneath.
Scottie Pippen right now is dominating this basketball game. That's probably why Van Gundy wanted them to shoot so quickly. It limits their chances of turnovers.
5 turnovers in the last 8 possessions, and the period at the end of the paragraph is a 3-point basket from Michael Jordan. Pippen kicked the ball. It'll be New York's to throw inbound. Watch the assist from Pippen.
Yeah, that is just a fantastic play. The whole play, Scottie handles the ball. He forces a double team, and he gets the ball.
0.2 of a second left. Well, turnovers led to a 17-2 run. 6 turnovers in the last 9 possessions. And Pippen and Jordan made them pay with 31 points.
And he had a quiet 18 because it wasn't the type of 18 where he was posting up getting it. He got his points off turnovers, shooting threes. That's not how Jeff Van Gundy wants them to score.
Bill Wennington starts the second quarter on the floor in place of Luke Longley. Buck Williams. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Fade away in the lane. It's good.
And that should be a huge mismatch also for the New York Knicks is Larry Johnson if Tony Kukoc is going to guard him. They need Larry Johnson to be big offensively. They need him.
7 turnovers for the Bulls, and they're low in the league. Here's Oakley getting position inside on Pippen. Johnson calls forward. Pippen guards it. Clear out for Larry Johnson up in the lane and off the glass.
And that's what we want to see from Larry Johnson, and everybody wants to see from Larry Johnson right now is him being aggressive. That's something he hasn't done this season, and it's good to see. Just take a look at him. One thing he has done is shot the ball, but he has not taken the ball. There's some truth to that, too.
Here's Kukoc. Makes it a very thin book, though.
Yeah, it does.
Randy Brown.
Well, he could have added some more numbers. He should have put 33 down also.
Right. Coach Wennington, Jason Caffey back in. Kerr and Michael Jordan is now on the floor for Chicago. Jordan, pretty good rest to open the second quarter. Childs, nice scoop shot.
And one of the things Jeff Van Gundy has done is he's putting Childs and Charlie Ward on the court. He's trying to make Michael Jordan play better defense on a quicker guy, or harder defense on a quicker guy.
Jason Caffey off the dribble. Finds Jason Caffey off the dribble. Finds Jordan. 20 points for Jordan. First half of play. Giles kicks it out to Patrick Ewing. Takes it over Bill Wennington with Kerr flying in his face.
You can see the Knicks going right to Childs.
Guarded by Charlie Ward. Jordan. Now Larry Johnson with the switch.
I tell you, he's feeling it. You can see his face. He's getting that, I don't know if you call it arrogant or cocky face on him, and that bothers anybody.
You've seen it before. Wennington. Jordan with a spin move finds Kerr for a quick 3.
And that's the other guy.
Yep.
And the other guys will beat you if you let them.
Here's Childs. Oh, my goodness. That play worked well out of the timeout.
Yeah.
Only 3 fouls thus far on Chicago. Here's Childs. And Houston with an acrobatic move, and Johnson with the rebound offensively and puts it back in.
Houston had very little chance of controlling that ball, but he kept it alive. I tell you one thing the Knicks have done, they've gone to a big lineup. We've seen 3 different types of lineups for the Knicks. A quick lineup, a small lineup, and now you're seeing a big lineup. And that's what you're going to see. You're going to see some post-ups by the Knicks.
A 4-point game. Ewing wants it. And they'll clear it out. Kukoc comes to help, and Ewing goes right over Longley. It's a 2-point ball game.
The Bulls, where the Bulls early on when they made their run, they were the team causing the turnovers. It's the Knicks' turn right now.
Ewing off the dribble. Fouled. Larry Johnson 6 of 9 so far in the game.
Larry Johnson is playing like the Larry Johnson of last year, exactly what the Knicks want him to do, especially on the post, because he's able to not only make shots, but also draw fouls.
And they'll have scores and highlights from around the league and a look at the Hawks' effort to go for 11 straight in Miami.
And that's what these New York Knicks are doing today.
Help defense comes from Oakley, and he draws the foul. And that brings Spike Lee up. Spike is a visitor here from New York.
Well, you can see him driving. He definitely gets
here in the United Center. Was in the playoffs last year. He flew.
And it was a disappointing visit. I can guarantee you that. I don't even have to look it up. I know it was a disappointing visit.
Well, and he pounded on somebody else for tickets tonight, because last year he got Gene Siskel's tickets.
Yeah, and Spike Lee, you know, you see a lot of celebrities at basketball games.
Runner from Pippen is good. And it's back to a 5-point game with 1:04 to go in the half. Randy Brown back on the floor, guarding Charlie Ward. Oh, boy. Nice move by Ward.
But that play was caused by Allen Houston. Allen Houston ran so hard to get open, the entire Knicks defense has shifted their attention on him. No one ever saw Charlie Ward go to the bucket.
Kukoc over Oakley. Kukoc gets his own follow and then loses the ball, but Longley controls it. Back to Pippen. They'll settle it down. Jordan off the dribble. My, oh, my.
He does so many things. He shoots the 3, and that's how he got in the paint, because he's been making his 3. He penetrates, dishes.
22 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Ewing again. Back to Ward. Somehow he finds Houston in the corner. Johnson to Charlie Ward. Off the dribble again. Nope. And Pippen for the Bulls. Jordan for the Bulls. The Bulls will end the half with an emphasis. New York fought back to within 1. Larry Johnson with 12, but it was Chicago at the end. The pass from Michael Jordan, and then the 3-pointer from Michael Jordan. 54-46 with a half to play.
Yeah, I think it's working in one way, that Jordan is shooting a lot of shots, but the Knicks are turning the ball over, and Michael Jordan are getting easy shots. They don't want him to take easy shots. They want him to take tough shots. And right now, he has 27 points, and I would say 20 of them have come off easy shots.
Now Longley guards Ewing. 5 on the shot clock. Ewing with the long jumper. Can't get the roll. Oakley gets his 5th offensive rebound. Longley standing around that time.
Yeah, he was. And the Knicks have to be happy with that, because they're not a very good offensive rebounding team.
Oakley on the pick and roll. Gets it back to Childs from the corner. Yes, that's for 2 inside the line. 9:05 to go, third quarter. Back to Oakley. Pump fake. Loses control, but it's underneath, and Larry Johnson puts it in.
That was a great pass by Charles Oakley, who basically lost the ball.
Now Jordan, Houston, Longley.
And they like him again.
Everybody's happy.
I think what the Bulls want to do right now is they're trying to go to Longley. They're trying to get something out of him early.
Empty pass to Ewing, puts it in.
Well, I tell you what, Patrick Ewing just did a drill on ceiling.
John Stark's not playing tonight because of the injury. Here's Ewing again, in and out. Oakley with his 6th offensive rebound tonight. And a three-pointer for Childs. Got it.
That's why you like offensive rebounds, because every defensive position.
That was the first three-pointer canned by New York tonight. Here's Longley, blocked by Ewing. That's the third block for Ewing tonight.
And the Bulls are making a concerted effort to go to Longley. They might be barking up the wrong tree tonight.
Knicks with a chance to reclaim the lead. They trailed by as many as 12, and the one-man band named Spike Lee. Here's Randy Brown. He got the start tonight. Here's Jordan. Nobody there to guard him.
Oh, wow. What?
Nobody.
Oh, what a breakdown. Of all the guys on the court that you can't lose, it's number 23. Now, I know you want him to shoot the ball. But again, Vern, those are easy shots.
And again, they play Ewing head up. Back to Houston for three. No. Ewing with the offensive board. That's 4 offensive rebounds for Ewing. And here's Houston. He can't buy one.
Yeah, that's just when everything goes wrong. He gets a point-blank layup and misses it.
At the other end, Jordan makes him pay. Allen Houston, 5 of 16 yesterday afternoon in the Garden, is 1 of 11 tonight. Until Jordan hit that three-pointer. Brown, Wennington left open by Ewing.
And he's not going to miss those.
Ewing, Kukoc comes to help, and Ewing loses it. Kukoc and Brown, 2-on-2. Pulls up, takes the jumper, got it. 22nd timeout, Jeff Van Gundy.
That's a real nice timeout. I know he just called one, but that's a nice one to call again. You need Larry Johnson to get it off offensively.
Childs back on Jordan. Jordan has 34.
You know he's going to get his.
And the lead, like that, is back to 10, and 11-0 run. Penetrates, dishes to Oakley. Oh, awkward shot, but he puts it in.
Yeah, really tough shot, but great find by Chris Childs.
Jordan picks up Childs. Ewing calls for it in the low post. Fade away. 2 more. Patrick Ewing with 17 points in the game.
Yeah, and that's a quick shot by Patrick Ewing. Exactly what the Knicks want. They got to quicken their offense, and they went to Patrick Ewing. With Bill Wennington on them, you got to keep going there. And with Chris Childs on Michael Jordan, you have to keep going there also. And spread the floor and try to make the Bulls double-team Patrick Ewing so they're good guys and get threes. The problem is you got to throw it in the post right.
Yeah.
Great play by Michael Jordan. Great play.
Yep. They doubled Patrick Ewing and got the turnover. Back to Wennington. Oh, he loves that shot.
Yes, he does. But the Bulls are searching for offense, and Van Gundy understands, or I'm sorry, the Knicks are. Van Gundy understands that, and that's why.
Randy Brown kicks it out to Jordan for 3.
Oh, another wide open shot for Michael Jordan. He's scoring a ton of points, and he's not having to work.
Pick and roll with Buck Williams. Childs, difficult shot, no. Offensive board, put back from Charlie Ward, no. And that will be the end of the quarter. And it ends after the New York Knicks took a 1-point lead at 57-56. Michael Jordan said, enough of that stuff. He scored 12 of the 18 points in the 18-4 run that has Chicago leading by 13. For the game, loose ball, Cappy dives for it, Wennington picks it up. Here comes Jordan, Johnson picks him up defensively. Michael goes for 41.
And he knew it was in right when it left his hand. And again, that's on a quick shot, a loose ball.
Williams, off-balance shot, Jordan with another rebound.
And that's not the shot you want Buck Williams shooting. I think he felt he got pushed a little bit.
Michael Jordan with the assist, and then he glanced over at the New York bench at Jeff Van Gundy underneath the Cappy.
I mean, you look at it, he's doing everything right now. He sees the court, he's feeling it. But when a guy's that wide open, Burton, you could have made that one. I'm pretty sure of it.
It's hard to believe it was 57-56 not that long ago with New York on top, and Houston finally ends the drought.
And that's why I left the Knicks. I went to the Spurs because I felt we had a better chance of winning it. It didn't happen.
Three-pointer is good. Allen Houston. Now Patrick Ewing, Kukoc with the double team. Larry Johnson. As Kukoc gets back, leaving Houston open for 3.
Yeah, you can see it. He is really starting to feel it. It's amazing. You can miss 20 shots in a row.
It's a 9-point game. Kerr, it's blocked by Ewing. 4 blocks for Ewing in the ball game.
That was a great block. You rarely see a guy with a three-pointer, and that's Allen Houston again.
Air ball, but Johnson is right there.
Yes, it's a timeout. The Bulls need one.
A 10-0 New York Knicks run. They're right back in it as the big guy gets the block on Kerr. 78-71, exactly 8 minutes remaining in this one. Jordan back to Longley after the pick and roll. Back to Jordan now. A leaner, and Allen Houston picks up the foul. Jordan jawing with Jeff Van Gundy and Don Chaney on the bench. His season high, 50 against Miami. Charlotte defeated Houston tonight, 114-108.
Yeah, Dave Cowens has done a masterful job. Everyone had written Charlotte off before this season.
Finds Charlie Ward for 3. Yes. 19 Chicago turnovers in the game. Jordan goes for a turnover there. Ward penetrates. Nice move. Oh, yes.
What a shot. I tell you, when he pump faked, I didn't think there was any way he can get that ball back up to the basket.
Allen Houston quickly underneath to Buck Williams. Coach has him. And it's a 2-point game.
And that's a shot, and that's a mismatch. Buck Williams is too big before their guys do, and that's hurting the team, and that one was a big one.
Jordan. Shooter's roll. A Jordan roll.
Yeah, he has a lot of good rolls.
Allen Houston guards him. Michael, 3 moves and a basket. And this time he glances at you.
Yeah, he should. He should glance at all of us. We call that being put in a blender. He spent Allen Houston around every which way, and that's why Chris Childs is coming back in the game.
Still a 5-point game, but Ewing gets the roll off the glass, and it's a 3-point game at 84-81.
And what a big shot off an offensive rebound.
Ewing's first bucket in the 4th quarter. 1:10 to go. Jordan in the post over Houston.
Oh, golly. And they said he wasn't going to get the shots.
Off the dribble, dishes right side. Ewing, no. It's going to be Oakley or Pippen.
And they're going to call a double foul, it looks like. I tell you again, Allen Houston was wide open.
Jordan with 49. Jordan now has 51. And he is screaming at Jeff Van Gundy.
And he's feeling it. He was not going to pass that ball. He had every intention of shooting it. Guys in the Bulls are running around. He never even looked. That was his shot all the way.
Phil Jackson told Dick Versace before the game in the locker room that Michael Jordan was upset with some comments Van Gundy had made because Jeff Van Gundy had said Jordan, with his friendships with other players around the league, lulls them into a false feeling of friendship and then strikes like a viper.
Well, he's a snake right now, I'll tell you that.
You feel that's the case, that sometimes guys want to be his friend a little too much?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I as a player, you don't want to talk to guys, and I think Michael Jordan does a great job of that. I think Isaiah Thomas did a great job. I think Magic Johnson did a great job. You lull guys into that little web.
He is the only Bull to score in the last 11 minutes. Oakley chases it down. We're under 20 seconds. Ewing, Houston now, off the front edge. He'll get another one and take it for 3 and fills it up. Including the playoffs, the Knicks will come up short. Longley at the line. Michael Jordan is out of the ball game with a season high of 51 points. 18 of 30, including in the 4th quarter. You ready for this? 12 of 14.
Yeah, and that's the guy you didn't want beating you down the stretch. The problem with going with that theory is you're going against the probably in NBA history.
At At the buzzer, the basket goes, but here's a surprise. Michael Jordan has been selected as our Bud Light player of the game. Final score, 88-87. The basket at the buzzer did count. That cuts the margin to 1. But the New York Knicks fall to Chicago in the first of 4 games this year. They're 28-12. And let's check in with Dick Versace.
Mike, did they tug on Superman's cape today?
Well, I felt a good rhythm tonight offensively, and we didn't really have a great rhythm tonight, and times I just had to use my athletic ability and take one-on-one a lot of times, and I was able to make some big shots.
What was going on? I talked to Phil before the game, and he said Mike might get 45 or 50 tonight. How come he predicted that?
Well, I know we were coming off embarrassing loss against Houston, and we were coming back facing a team that really has given us troubles over the last couple of years, and I just felt psyched up for the game, and I came in with a lot of motivation to get back on the winning track and play my heart out.
Yeah, I noticed on the last basket you took a hard look at the Knick bench.
I did.
Thanks, Mike. All right.